morning.
What up? What's good? What's good? Welcome back to the ACS Universe Daily Show. Obviously, apologies again. Normally I go on Mondays, but yesterday or Sunday, rather, as I was getting prepared for work, I noticed Zach had tweeted out that he's gonna drop a certain trailer on Monday, and I thought, you know what? Push the show till Tuesday. We can sort of give some commentary on the trailer and thoughts of that and things of that nature. Plus, there's some more stuff to talk about. It's the first draft of the weekend is always dope. Sean, what's good, bro? You doing all right, man?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
Hey, good to have you here as always. We talk about any draft. Hey, man, it's coming. It's coming. We for instant replay, my the football show that we do a draft, and there's a couple casts that watch that are involved. 18710 probably 187 plan on September 1st or something like that. Just around that time. We're still working on it. We're still working on it. We do like a fantasy draft or whatever, and it's always cool. We talk mad shit the whole season or whatever. It's absolutely incredible. But yeah, man, doing all right.
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Good.
Some fire dropping yesterday. Some fire's gonna drop today. Hour and 14 minutes. I'm counting it down.
Man. I messaged on yesterday. I told him, say I'm gonna move the show for the Rebel Moon, and then after that, I noticed because I think I had seen it sometime this weekend where the Joker trailer was supposed to, the second trailer was supposed to drop this morning, but I didn't catch it. I was like, wait a minute, there's gonna be a oh, that's right. And then of course, doing a small bit of research, you see that they've had like this YouTube channel up for, I don't know if it's been up for an entire 24 hours, but it's just been counting down to this trailer.
Yep.
So if you go to YouTube, the Joker's YouTube, Joker, is it Joker 2 or is it Folie à Deux? Is it what it was?
Joker Folie à Deux, new trailer. And then they have a little bit, and then it says and it clearly has a countdown. 1 hour, 7 minutes, and like 40 seconds.
All right.
Yeah.
So we should be
definitely hyped for this.
Yeah. So we should be at the end of the show. We should get a nice treat to send you guys off on, is us reacting to the Joker Folie à Deux trailer. But let me get a couple things started here. Ruthie's in the house. What up? What's good, Ruthie? Doing well. Doing V. What's up, bro? What's up? Yeah, he's asked for that. So, fam, was good. Yes, happy anniversary. Yesterday was me and my wife's anniversary. Yeah, pretty. I'd say 7 years, but it's a lot longer than that. It's a lifetime. So soulmates for sure. Let me get some tunes and stuff started real quick. Get us going here. There's a couple things. I did find a pretty hilarious video of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman both unpackaging those controllers with the cheeks on the back.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. Let's see.
They're definitely not holding back on any type of advertisement, any product placement for this movie. They're really keeping it in there.
Yeah, and I think again, me and him, we always conversate before we go live, and we talked a bit about sort of the premiere reactions that are coming. Obviously, no spoilers. We're not giving any spoilers today. I mean, I'm just going to talk about. I'll probably pull up a couple of the set photos from the premiere because I thought those were pretty cool. Andre, what's good, bro? What is up? Yeah, we'll take a look at some of those, but yeah, man, they premiere last night, and I think the warnings are out there for all who have not seen it yet. What is that video? Anya Taylor-Joy. Hold on, give me a second, Andre. Give me a second. So the warnings are out there from everyone that I've any review that I've read from like a trusted resource that I know that's not gonna just drop a spoiler right in a fucking post on Twitter or whatever. The consensus is stay offline for the next 2 days, bro. Because I got tickets. I'm seeing it Thursday at 4 p.m. my time. So hopefully I'm able to avoid anything that's ridiculously major at that point. But here. So yeah, man. This is actually a pretty massive week. Comic-Con starts in a few days. There's gonna be like, so I'll put it like this. Friday, obviously, I'll probably pretty much gonna be just give you guys like a spoiler-free review of Deadpool after I see it on Thursday. Monday, that's gonna be a show, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of news, whatever info comes out from Comic-Con and things of that nature. And of course, sort of, I'm sure you'll be seeing it by then. Then we'll be able to do some spoiler talk on Deadpool and Wolverine and sort of how some of this shit impacted, you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. But
yeah.
Another thing I forgot to mention was what you just said about the Joker Folie à Deux trailer coming out. That was perfect because I pushed the show to the day and I didn't see that until afterwards. I was like, oh, what time? And then I was like, oh, that's
like perfect time.
Yeah, it does. And we've since we've been doing the early in the week show, we've caught a couple trailers a time or two, like right when they've dropped. So we'll give our thoughts on that as that goes. And let's see what stuff pulled up real quick. All right, so pretty much y'all know how I start every show. Stuff I saw today, which is stuff I saw today, yesterday, this entire weekend. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Well, let's go.
What the hell is that?
Never gets old.
Never does, because that's ridiculous. Let's see. Aaron, hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, what up? What up? What up? All right, so let's get into it real quick. Let's throw some. I saw this. Look, the last time I saw Signs, this scene didn't look as good as it did back in the day, but it's still nonetheless. I'll never forget the first time I saw this little pig, and I thought this was a cool thing where M. Night was in Brazil, and a fan made that, said thanks for the childhood trauma, which is that scene, which is dude. It was set that scene. I know you've seen it. That scene is set up so nicely in that movie. You have Joaquin Phoenix in that little closet, like literally entranced by this home video that somebody's taking at this birthday party. And I remember it's funny because he's like, "Un momento." He's like trying to speak Spanish, telling the people to get out the way. It's such a funny thing. And then this thing walks across. Boom. And I was like, oh. Officially, go ahead.
I remember that too. As when this movie came out, it was definitely it was definitely an eerie feeling for sure.
Yeah. M. Night back in them days, he was putting them down, bro. That was like, oh, well, and this just sort of set you up for what you were in for the rest of that movie. I just thought this post was incredible when he put it out there the other day of him meeting a fan and then putting, they printed their poster up and everything of of that. So anyway, Phoebe Waller-Bridge's live-action Tomb Raider series will likely begin filming early next year. Looking forward to this. They still have not cast Lara Croft, which is probably important for this.
Yeah, might want to get that done soon.
Yeah. So that the global-wide search will start sooner rather than later. Personally, there's a lot. There's quite a few actresses that I think Alicia Vikander. I've said this before, pulled it off very nicely in that Tomb Raider movie. But there's a lot of actresses out here who I think could really fucking rock this role. You know what I'm saying? So,
they're gonna. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what they can bring something new, right? Because we've been down this road before with this character multiple times over the decades now. It feels like.
Yeah.
So when Angelina Jolie played the role.
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta come with something fresh because it can't just keep rinse and repeat this character. Otherwise, they're just not going to draw in a crowd for it.
Yeah. And which I think the games always will, just because I think the developers who make her games, especially the last few of them, have sort of put a lot of care into the character because they kind of rebooted it. When they came out, I think it was 2014 or something when they came out with the sort of a rebooted Tomb Raider game where it was where she was on the island or whatever. Yeah. So So I'm eager to see who the actresses they're going to pick. I'm sure no one will overreact to who is the
internet will be absolutely calm and about it.
Todd McFarlane posted this the other day. He's finally got a title for the Spawn movie he's been talking about for like 5,000 years, bro.
About time.
With Jamie Foxx, playing the role of Spawn. So King Spawn, by Matt Mixon, Malcolm Spellman, Scott Silver, based on characters created by Tom McFarlane. So yeah, we'll see. He is going to be at Comic-Con, so I'm sure that's going. I think. Matter of fact, I think 100% of the questions people will ask Todd McFarlane none of it will be about action figures. They all want to know about Spawn.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because the action figures speak for themselves. They're literally figures. They come in boxes. This is something people are wanting to know about. So, and good thing, because I would like to know a little bit more. No spoilers, obviously, but I like to know a little bit more about this sort of what kind of direction they're going. But at least
we got a title now. The next thing gonna be is do we have an estimated year? When this will drop.
Yeah, so we'll see. You know what? That's a good for something like this that sort of sits where it sits. That's about a good estimation of time, right? A year, because it's not like it's not a I don't see it as being one of those larger movies that might take us several years, or you know what I'm saying? This is probably because I think the shooting for the first one was not long at all either, as far as the original Spawn live action that came out in '97 or whatever.
Considering what's coming out in 2026, especially from Marvel, you would think he'd want to kind of try to get ahead of that. Before that summer time frame, even if he dropped it, even if he could get the release in early 2026.
Mm-hmm.
It's either going to have to be early 2026 or late, because that's the summer of 2026. I mean, Marvel's going to be looking to dominate that again. So,
yeah. So I got it. So at least we got a title. That's what's up. All right, this is this right here was wild to me. And look, I've seen a little bit of the Apple stuff, and I remember I think I wonder if Dave posted up on it. Now he did. One of the homies, Ohio Dave, was saying that the quality of Apple's the series that they put out there is pretty fucking dope. Just nobody subscribes to that shit. You know what I'm saying? This right here, less views in a month than Netflix does in a day.
That's
whoa. Insane. And considering they spent $20 billion, I'm surprised they hadn't stopped Apple TV yet. That's a lot of, I mean, that's a surprising number. You know what I'm saying? They generate less views in a month than Netflix does in a day.
Well, it's okay. So to me, it's surprising and not surprising, considering how much money Apple generates probably in a month just based on their hardware, through the app store, and through their and just the fees that they collect off of Apple Pay. Anyone uses Apple Pay, since it's a closed network, they're the ones collecting the majority of those fees when people use their credit card, debit card, whatever. They probably have a lot. I mean, they probably were saying, "Hey, we have X amount of money to burn on this initiative. Let's just burn it and then see if we can keep it going." But now that we're seeing, hey, they obviously had a cap that say 20 billion. Yeah, we're done. We can't keep burning 20 billion here, 20 billion there.
Yeah, and that was my thought. When I seen the number, and I was like, yeah, they've literally been seeing money being lost, and they're just like, fuck it, we got plenty, so we'll just keep doing this until we come to a point where we're just like, oh, we might need to cut it back. So it says they plan to cut back on TV spending. I was gonna dude, I want to watch Severance so bad, and I think I might have told you about this. I had gotten new phones. Me and my wife did a couple weeks ago, so I was gonna watch Severance at work one night, and I couldn't get into my Apple ID because I had gotten a new phone. I just was able to get a new one. A new Apple ID 2 days ago. So that's one of the shows that I definitely want to watch from Apple's Severance, because I've heard it's pretty dope. But this is, I think this is probably the biggest gap in views probably out of all the streaming services. It has to be, dude.
It has to be.
Yeah, it has. And I get it to a certain extent, because people who have iPhones and stuff like that, they probably get Apple TV free. You know what I'm saying? With when they get a new phone or whatever the case may be, when it's stuff like that, along with the stuff you were just now talking about. So that's that's an insane gap in views for sure.
Well, and they've got some. I mean, they have some really good shows on there.
Yeah.
And to your point, though, it's just it's unfortunate because, I mean, you're going up against someone like Netflix who's been in the game since the beginning. So trying to break the hold that they have. I mean, we've seen them try it. Amazon Prime's tried it. Hulu, Disney, and Paramount. I mean, name any streaming service. Every time they start one, they always try to go after Netflix.
Yeah.
Again, Netflix has been around. I mean, since the disc game,
I remember getting those.
You'd order a disc, 5 DVDs, you get them in the mail. Right? They've been around since a minute, so they know what they're doing when it comes to this business model. So they definitely have the money. They can probably outspend or outlast people when it comes to this. And look at this. Who would have thought that they would have outlasted Apple? Right? I mean, a major player in this, not in the streaming platform, but overall, like in the hardware digital platform.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And also, and this is just this might be just a small piece of it. Again, talking about what I had with the Apple ID problem, like literally they told me, they were like, you can't speed this process up. It's going to be weeks before you get your Apple ID back. Just because I got a new phone number. And so like, and they are the hardcorest that I've experienced when it comes to stuff like that. So that could be another thing with it too, is like
speed of service.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's like, "Oh shit, I'll just log in on your laptop. We'll watch this show." They try to do it, and they're like, "Nah," and then all of a sudden, then you have this issue. You know what I'm saying? Like that issue might arise with that. They're really serious about the Apple ID, bro. I did not know it was that serious. They literally told me there's like, you can call customer service. It won't speed the process up. You're gonna wait 10 days at least for a new Apple ID. And so I'm like, damn, like y'all don't care that I'm not gonna be spending money with y'all for 10 days. They're like, nah. You gonna wait 10 days to get your, so it's that sort of process or whatever. So
we live in a world now where it's instant gratification, right?
Yeah,
you want it now. I mean, and that's what we've developed ourselves towards, right? So if you're being told, sorry, you're gonna have to wait 1 to 2 weeks before you can get this, people will move on and say, fine, I'll go to another service who's gonna give it to me much quicker, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's the only thing, again, to me that was absolutely surprising about this was the view count. I was like, good gracious, bro. Yeah, that's a lot.
It is. It is a lot.
Less views in a month than Netflix does in a day. Holy shit, man. That's insane. All right, let's get on some Deadpool stuff, man. Obviously, the premiere was last night in New York. I just want to go through a couple of set photos. I thought some of the stuff was cool. Obviously, Andrew Garfield's there. Let's see. There's a couple more that's up in there. Let this shit load. Ryan Reynolds' wife and Hugh Jackman and Daphne Keane here, sort of having an embrace on the red carpet, which is cool. Dude, I can't believe that last fucking thing they put out. They put her in it, bro. Yeah. I can't believe they did that shit, man. And we talked about it on occasions to how good they were being. Now, from what I hear, that is a very, very minute piece of what we haven't seen yet from this movie. So I'm still surprised. I didn't want to see her until the movie, bro. Like, if she was going to be in it, I didn't want to see her until my ass cheeks were sitting on a seat in the theater. And actually, you know what I'm saying, like into the movie or whatever. Because, because she played it coy. She did just as good as Garfield did when it came to Spider-Man No Way Home, as far as, I'm not in that. I'm not in it. No matter how hardcore you're in their face, like, nah, I don't believe you. They're like, I'm not in the movie or whatever. So holding pan. And then all of a sudden, it came out that she was in it with the final trailer that they put out last week. And then now she's just, on her social media, she's just putting it out there.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely something we've been talking about for a couple months now, how well they've been doing with the marketing, keeping a lot of things just really close to the chest. And then it definitely feels like as we got about a week and a half out, it was almost as if they, not that they said, oh, we don't care now, but it's almost as if they were saying, now it's time to start leaking stuff, which to your point is a little disappointing because you put all that work in to keep things secret, and now you're just going to start letting things slide with no problem.
And again, like we were talking about before the show started. Yo, so relax, bro. They will. I'm seeing. I'm tickets are secured. But no. And it's like, yo, why'd y'all wait till like 7 days before the movie came out to start like showing more? No, you know what I'm saying. But this is cool. It's always gonna be cool to see Hugh and Daphne sort of. They were so good in Logan that you would think that Daphne had been working for a long time, but she obviously she at the time she was a young. Well, I think she was still a teenager. So let's see. So if you weren't aware, there's these controllers that fucking came out. No, this is. I saw this. When did he put this out here? Yeah, it was yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I have to bring this up here." This Boss Logic did these two pictures of sort of Deadpool and Wolverine on top of the controllers.
Yeah, those.
This is, bro. Look at it. Oh man! And so with that, and you said you hadn't seen this yet, bro. I saw this literally. Hold on, let me make sure. All right, let me get this. Turn this down so we can make sure we can.
Somebody is smuggling pumpkins.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's they are. Oh, it's down here. I'm tripping.
Oh man.
All right. Well, let's put this at full screen.
Somebody is smuggling pumpkins. Somebody is a pumpkin smuggler.
They really did one for both.
Wow. Yeah.
Daddy's ass quite like this.
This is just hours of therapy for my kids.
And it tastes just like the real thing.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
That
oh my god.
The cheeky controller. I just love it.
And obviously they're authentically modern, I assume.
Well, of course, bulbous and with tremendous uplift.
Massive ass, skinny legs.
I've always felt it was nice to not have feet, and now I know that is also true. Somebody is smuggling pumpkins.
Dude, these are the tie-ins for this shit. When it shit like this is hilarious, it's cool, and it's just like for them to do this video unboxing the fucking cheeky ass controllers is insane, bro.
Cheeky ass controller. I wonder. I mean, have you seen? Are these like limited runs? Are they doing like a wide run on these? I mean, I'm sure they have it limited. I'm sure.
I think. Well, obviously, I'm PlayStation, so I don't have an Xbox. So like, I think
they're just Xbox. Okay.
I think they are. So like, in that case, I don't know how exclusive they are or like where people can get them from. You see, could be. See, matter of fact, I saw a picture of like a behind the scenes photo of Ryan Reynolds kissing Blake Lively, and he has on his suit and he has on the burnt face makeup, and she does not. She has on some red clothes. I'm like, there's no way. I can't wait to actually see who's actually Lady Deadpool, because it's like if it's Blake Lively, why would they show that behind this? It's a literal behind the scenes photo of Ryan Reynolds kissing Blake Lively. But like, she doesn't have the garb on. He has the suit and shit on. So like, it'd be the funniest thing. But I think Ryan did come out and say that he definitely wasn't Lady Deadpool. So that rumor that it might be him with the suit on, I'm supposing it's not true, but who knows? All these motherfuckers probably lying, bro.
Because it would be. Because I remember we mentioned that a while back, and that would be fire if they takes that mask off and
it's him. Yeah.
His face just CGI'd onto
it's
body.
As the point that we've gotten to now, with it being just literally a few days away, everybody lying, bro.
Somebody is smuggling pumpkins. Somebody is a pumpkin smuggler.
My kids have kind of seen everything, and
they've never seen Daddy's ass quite like this.
This is just hours of therapy for my kids. Like
100%. And it tastes just like the real thing.
Oh wow!
Wow! Amazing.
It tastes just like the real thing. Okay.
And obviously authentically modeled, I assume.
Well, of course, bulbous and with tremendous uplift.
Massive ass, skinny legs.
I've always felt it was nice to not have feet, and now I know.
Yeah, they taste in the cheeks, bro.
That is also true. Somebody is smuggling.
Oh man, I like the way all three of them is, including Sean Levy, is like literally they're all leaning into that shit. Let's go. I think this has been one of the funniest press tours that I've ever sort of had the opportunity to like come across and watch. You know what I'm saying? Like just as it unfolds, because we've pretty much been watching it like from the get go as they've been going to different places. Some more Deadpool and Wolverine. There's a first look at Deadpool and Wolverine Fortnite skins. I don't play Fortnite, so probably won't be. Now when they're supposed to come to Call of Duty. I don't know if I'm gonna be trying to pay for the skins for that shit. It's kind of high. It's probably 20 a piece for the Wolverine Deadpool skins. I'm cool on that one.
I don't play it either, so yeah.
Yeah. But it's gonna be cool. I'm sure you'll see a lot of videos within the next week of people just playing Fortnite and they're using the skins or whatever. So that's always cool to see. We're moving on. Real quick, couple things I want to talk about. As we move through here, let me get this back down. Get this back going. Here we go. So, first off, me and you hadn't had the chance to discuss The Boys. Wrapped up season 4 this week. Thought it was the issues I had with it had nothing to do with the actual episode itself. I thought it was good. I thought the cliffhanger was good. I thought they ended the episode or that particular season probably as good as they could have. And I mean, obviously your boy, this is spoilers, so your boy showed up in the credits. As soon as I saw him, I thought Sean probably like,
man,
that's my motherfucking dude right there.
Yep. For me, that was the best part of the whole episode.
You are correct. Yeah.
Best part of the whole episode.
Oh, yeah, showing up. No, I thought it was good. I thought it from sort of, there was a good ending for season 4. You know what I'm saying? It's like sort of like the things that they brought out this season, sort of the things like obviously we didn't see Soulja Boy again till the end. I thought it was good, man. And there was the only issue. Did you see my show the other day, Friday? I only had one issue with the entire finale, and that's the fact that we gotta wait 2 years. Y'all killing me with that shit too, bro. I was like, if the cameras aren't rolling on season 5 yet, you shouldn't end the season like that, man. It was a legit cliffhanger. You know, you got to hear Kimiko for the first time. You got to sort of, you don't know what the hell is going to happen to the guys, you know, as they sort of got taken off in these different directions at the end. And that's it, man. I was so mad that I have to wait till 2026 to sort of see what the fuck is going to happen to my, like, I love these characters. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why we watch this show religiously, because it's so good. And we've sort of got this attachment to some of the characters. Sister Sage gotta have something else up the sleeve. Ain't no way she just comes back and gives Homelander the daps just like that easy. After he says it, I threw you out like garbage and you came back. She's got to have something up for him. So what'd you think about the finale and sort of the stuff that came out from it? And like I said, the only problem I had with it was the fact that I got to wait 2 fucking years to see these guys return.
Yeah, So I'll start with that. I mean, I understand why they're doing it, right? Mm-hmm. But in the same time, I'm like you as a fan. I don't want to necessarily wait another 2 years before I see the final season. I mean, that's a long time to be put.
Not to cut you off, but it's just because like they weren't even done writing it. I was like, y'all ended it like that, and y'all aren't done writing. And they said, and the post said we're still kicking around ideas. I was like, you don't even know where you're gonna end this thing at yet. What are we like? And I got it. We still have a while. I mean, they have time to get that. But we know why season 4 took a little bit longer, because of the writer's strike happened like right during the filming of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like last year or whatever, as they were getting prepared to put that out there. So Go ahead.
So yeah, I'm with you when it comes to the timing, right? Definitely would prefer to have it probably, late 2020, late 2025. I think I was, as a fan, I would love to have had that timeline, because again, you had about a year. Because we still don't know what the true clear focus is going to be for the second season of Gen V, right? So unless their plan is to obviously do that first, get that out there, let those episodes release, kind of let that story play out, and then jump right into season 5, unless there's also maybe a tie-in there, right, between those two. Because we obviously don't, and then we don't know how Gen V is going to end. Meaning we don't know is that going to be the last season for Gen V, right? If it is, maybe that might make a little bit more sense, but we're just kind of guessing with that at that point, right? So now, as far as the the episode itself, I felt it was a little lackluster for a finale for season. I mean, I would have liked to have seen it a bit more. I understand. I mean, the cliffhanger with, them taking, if you notice on the cliffhanger, they left like Kamiko behind, but they took like they took Huey, they took the humans without, the ones with they didn't take soups. So when they were capturing them, they took the non-soups and left them behind, which was interesting to me because we see right before that when we saw Newman killed, we saw Singer was arrested because they had him recorded saying he wanted Newman dead, right? And then, when the speaker, Stephen Colin,
the dude who took over as president, basically.
Took over as president, the guy was third in line. He pretty much just said, "Hey, this is what I'm doing. Homelander is going to lead this army of soups, and there you go." Right. So now Homelander's been given a lot more power than he ever had before. So I think to sum it up, it was a good episode, but I felt this season, each episode almost felt like it was independently good, but as a whole, it just felt like it was one long setup for the last season. Yeah. Right? They were just using 8 episodes to say this were almost, I don't want to call it a filler season, but at times now looking back on it and revisiting each episode now that you can watch it all, it kind of does feel like, hey, we're just really using this season to set up everything we're going to do. And then to your point, for Sister Sage, she did mention, hey, there's a phase 2 to this plan. So we definitely know there's something coming. We just obviously don't know what it is. But to your point at the beginning, man, when they that last 15 seconds when they were walking in that room, I'm like, oh, come on, it's got to be Soldier Boy in there. It's got to be Soldier Boy. Come on. And when it panned over and it was him, I was like, this whole season was worth it. Soldier Boy's coming back.
I know you've been waiting on him this entire. Yeah. No, I definitely feel you. There was some of that stuff in there. Because if you really think about it, the only sort of line in the whole overarching story of the boys, as far as the series goes, is Newman was the only line, is the only sort of closed line. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the story arcs, none of them closed in this season. I mean, you got Kimiko and sort of Frenchie sort of had their moment finally, which was cool. I like to see that. But that's like, hers was the only one that sort of closed. Yeah. Everything else is still open. And if you notice, when the new president was taking over, Homeland was like, all right, bro, get off the podium. Like he didn't say that, but he like, cut him off. And he was like, oh, shit. They said, you didn't know you really weren't going to be president, fool. You're making no decisions in this entire, you know what I'm saying? So you're he's a patsy, basically. Homelander's a president. As far as I'm concerned, just watching that little exchange of pleasantries they had at the podium as he was trying to give his first presidential address, Homelander just took that shit over and said whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel you though, because you know what? That's the only thing that really wrapped up was Newman's storyline to a certain extent. I mean, her kid's still alive. They sent her to the same place that they sent Newman when she was, a kid or whatever, at that place, I'm talking about that house or whatever. So we got 2 years. Yeah. Everybody's asking, man. Yeah. They 2 years, 2026, like, Carl Urban is confirmed. It won't be back till 2026. So we have got a minute to come.
Well, and when it comes to Butcher, when the episode started, he was in the hospital bed, right? Mm-hmm. It looked like, okay, are they going to kill Butcher off this? Yeah. Are they going to kill him off now? We've been waiting to see if that's going to happen before going into season 5, which I think I was like 90%, 10%. 90% we knew he was going to survive. 10% still. It's the boys, right? You never know. It's kind of like the Game of Thrones verse. No one's safe, right? So and then at the end, right? It seems like either he succumbed to whatever is in him that kind of just has now fully taken over, because he looked pretty healthy when he killed.
Yeah. So because the line earlier when he's talking to Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character and he says, I can. He basically sort of, I can't remember the exact words they were saying to each other, but basically what Jeffrey D. Morgan's character was saying to him, look, I can give it to you again and you'll feel like a champ, but you know what you got to do. And so finally, I think, once he realized that the kid Bro, that was a fucked up scene, dude.
Yeah.
He had killed the old woman, like he threw her up against the wall, and she'd been taking care of that fool for years, bro. Like as the story had went on, earlier in the series, and he just fucking threw her to a wall. I was like, oh
Yeah, Mallory.
Yeah. So like, once that happened, I remember when he looked back at him, Jeffrey D. Morgan had the smile on his face, like,
I told you.
We about, because remember the episode before that, he was like, that's why I got all the confidence in the kid, because he said that shit like on live television or whatever, and then the whole thing's done changed now. So that's what's got him looking so healthy, was the fact that I guess he let that if Jeffrey D. Morgan's character is controlling that parasite mentally for inside of him or whatever. We got to actually see it do work, which was
finally,
went straight for her eyes, so she couldn't pop his head. The first tentacle went around her eyes, and then the next one went around her like neck and stuff. Ashley, no, we didn't. I'll forget about Ashley.
She took the Gen V,
and turned into the Hunchback and dipped off somewhere. I don't know what. She like fell over. She looked like she's turned into the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah. And she literally just disappeared. And I'm like, oh. Well, she'll be back next season eating somebody's head off or something.
Yeah, she'll be doing something crazy. Yeah. Because So for me, so my quick looks. I mean, we know we're getting Soldier Boy back.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm curious to see. And we now with Jeffrey D. Morgan's kind of the hallucination character. I'm sure we'll still see him.
Oh yeah.
Until Butcher is dead or cured or whatever that's going to look like. And then we have Jared Padalecki coming in season 5. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, you're bringing these three kind of back together from the whole Supernatural series that wrapped up a while back. So it'll be interesting to see what character Jared plays. If he's going to be like a good, bad, or if he's going to be a super not. So it'll be good to see those three kind of back on screen again. So
no, that's going to be dope. I think and also too with the season taking a while, because like there were, I mean, there's people who like weren't really feeling this season of The Boys. What I'm saying? And you run the risk of like, that's 2 years, bro. Like there's other shit that's going to be coming and going in those 2 years, man. And while somebody like me, I'm day one. When The Boys comes back, your boy is literally, front and center. But general viewers, you might lose a couple along the way just because, and I mean, nobody that I know really close personally didn't like this season of The Boys, but like I do know people who were just like, it wasn't as good as the first couple seasons. And I'm like, I got it to a certain extent. So like, there's that risk, right? Dude, and she said firecracker and just go ahead. I forgot. I just thought because she's still alive too, man. I remember she was sick and Homeland was like, bitch, move out of the room. Like he was like, move down the table. I was like, that was one of them scenes. I was like, this is classic Homelander.
Well, and one thing so my prediction is, when Andre and I did
watch the show,
watch party, the midnight watch party for the final episode.
Yeah.
There was a scene at the beginning where he's enjoying his morning beverage. And Firecracker standing next to him, and he's like, cilantro? Is that what we're having today?
Yeah.
And first of all, I'm like, damn. And second, my prediction is, because obviously they're trying to kill Homelander, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're going to figure out a way to use this virus, this serum, whatever Frenchie has cooked up, to somehow get it into Firecracker. And then through her breast milk, Homelander consumes.
Yeah.
Somehow that then
is what
infects him.
Yeah, what takes him out? Hey, it could be, man. Could be.
We got 2 years. We got 2 years to wait, though. So
and because you know what? Even though there wasn't much time left in the episode itself, I kind of thought Firecracker was going to die still for some reason, because she was sick, and that's why I was like, Homelander's just going to murk her off because he don't like that sick shit, but he does like the titty milk, bro. So
he does. He does. He's not about that oat milk, almond milk.
Yeah,
he's all about that.
Yeah, he is. So he's probably yeah.
And so the last thing I'll mention is, who we didn't see in this episode was A-Train. He was completely absent in this episode,
because
he made it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, when he bounced last episode, they said he took his family. His family was gone and everything. So, he probably, get him to safety, get him the fuck up out of there. Maybe, I think one of those characters, somebody, I wouldn't, I won't be surprised if A-Train sacrificed himself in the final season to kill somebody, whether it be the Deep or, you know what I'm saying, just to take out, you know, I don't think it's going to be him taking out Homelander. Like you said, I think it's going to be something like what you said with the milk, or it's going to be, or cause dude, Frenchie, man, you know, I was watching that moment, and it really wasn't that long of a moment, but when he put his hands on the gun, Frenchie almost wasn't going to give him that fucking weapon. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, is it going down here? And then Starbucks while making his coffee. And so like I was like, ooh, and then he just gave it to him, and I was like, he doesn't want to kill. You know what I'm saying? Like they still have something in their hearts for Butcher, or else he would have, because he told Butcher right before he grabbed it, he says, if this is because of the V, this will kill you too. This virus will. So yeah, and so he still just looked at him. He just took the weapon out. I was like, damn, that shit's insane.
Yeah. So I'm surprised a lot of people made it out this season.
Yeah, which means next season is not going to be. I don't think. Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know. Starfire fucking took off, and that shit. Somebody said Starfire that one time we get to see Starfire sort of take off like that looks better than every other time Homelander's ever done it in the series. Period. Sometimes when Homelander takes off, he looks stupid, man. I don't know what it is about, like his. Yeah, he doesn't look as cool as like. He's like kind of like doing like. Yeah. So, and again, took the humans. Remember, training camps for humans. That's what Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character said. The fucking Butcher, almost the first episode. You want to see us all in training camps, like, and literally they only took the regular people from at the end. Of the boys anyway. Starfire took off. I still hate dude from Gen V, the one dude where that chemical punched in the face. That dude gets on my nerves. And also the girl who dude.
Come on, man. Come on, tell me how you're feeling.
No, I just before we bounce to the next thing, I saw something, and it was funny because if you get the shows, it is absolutely hilarious. Somebody said when after what happened between Kimiko and Frenchie, that when old girl from the Gen V came up and whispered in her ear, she was like, "You're gay again," and he just turns away. I was like, "Come on, bro." You know what I'm saying? That's an absolute. That was hilarious. I don't care. That was hilarious because we all know what direction Frenchie was going at the beginning of this season. So like, it was so funny. Like he said that it's like that's what she told him. That's why he turned and walked away from Kimiko. But hearing her speak chills, bro. Like I was literally like, is she about to say something? I was like, oh, that is fucking heartbreaking, man. Yeah. So
I'm just glad she made it between her, her and Soldier Boy. Those are my Those are my two for this whole show. Yeah. I like Homelander. Homelander's the third, but those two are easily my top two for this entire show. There's no one that's going to come in this last season that's going to make me change my mind on that one. Yeah,
and we have the one biggest question mark I have for next season before we move on is what is Ryan? What his son? What direction is his son going, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like once he really found out that his dad raped his mom, you know what I'm saying? Like it went down like that. He was like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit. And I was thinking to myself, man, that's still a kid, bro. That's a lot of information y'all are telling a kid. That's why Butcher didn't want to tell him. Butcher wanted to slowly let that shit out, and fucking what's her name was just like, no, we got to tell him.
Mallory, yeah.
And he didn't. He took it like a child would take some kind of information like that. No superpowers be damned. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you grow up and found out that happened between your parents, that's a little traumatic. And he's already been through a lot in just the little few seasons of this show that we've seen.
Well, especially since it seems like he's still trying to decide if he's going to be good or bad, right?
Yeah.
And I think this could push him to a point where he's a little more on the bad side than the good side, because he's going to want some sort of vengeance against Homelander now. I mean that's what they probably Butcher and Jeffrey Dean want is, hey, we want not Jeffrey Dean, but his wife, which we haven't seen hallucinate for a while now. Yeah, but like the rest of the crew, they want to kill Homelander, right? So Ryan might just be their avenue to go about doing it. Yeah. Now that Ryan knows this, so
hopefully, because I mean I'm sure it's going to take the kid a while for his mind to get wrapped around all that information he just got. But one quick thing, this season, best dramatic moments out of the series for me so far. That call between Huey and fucking Butcher was fucking dope. You know, when Butcher's on the phone, he's talking to him. He's like, "Hey, tell the boys." I was like, man, there's some good dramatic moments in this season as it has went on. So some of the best of the series, I think. So that's probably one of the stronger points. But
yeah, for me, I think for me it would be Huey overall. I mean, the guy's been. I mean, look at how he's been treated seasons 1 through 3. I mean, he's been like one of those. I don't want to say secondary characters, but more maybe supporting.
Yeah,
but I mean, but not to a sense, right? But I think this season they really did focus not so much on his involvement with the crew, but his involvement as a person, right? I mean,
dude lost his dad this season.
Yeah, I mean, we wondered, you know, what would happen if they would kind of play into his character more this season. They did. The dad had a stroke.
Yep.
Mom showed back up. We wondered how that was going to play out.
Yep.
And then the whole thing with Starlight which we still haven't. We never really have gotten an answer really pinned down when she had an abortion. You know, we believe based on the information we have it was her and Huey's child. So then there was that. And then, when he got captured in the dungeon, I mean, he went through that
with Tech Knight or whatever. Yeah,
Tech Knight. So Huey's been through a lot this season.
and then his girlfriend got captured. He got captured and
so
now that we're talking shapeshifter.
The last thing I want to mention before we jump is when when they realized it was a shapeshifter and Starlight realizes that Huey proposed to the shapeshifter and she's just giving him shit, right? Come on.
Yeah, man.
Why give me so hard?
Yeah,
he didn't know.
He didn't, man.
She's like, well, you gave her the ring, and she's like giving him the cold shoulder. I mean, come on now. I
think she came around a bit because because it made him smile. That last little interaction they had where she said, "You're gonna get tested because I don't want to catch," which means that she's gonna let him. You know what I mean? That means he's gonna at some point in time in the future he's gonna be able to make love to her again. So like at least he got that much off of him. But I felt the same. I was like, man, what did he do? Like he got tricked. Like you know what I'm saying? Like what would any matter of fact, shit, I don't know. Shapeshifting, my wife coming this motherfucker. What the fuck am I? I'm gonna have to really be like,
whoa, hey, let me stop you there.
I'm just saying, like the way that shit played out in the show. Like, how the fuck was Huey supposed to know that wasn't her, man? That's like a hard sell. So I get her to a certain extent too. That she did beat that bitch's ass though. Like when she found her,
I did feel bad for Huey. Your point, like he didn't know. Come on,
nah, man, he did. Yeah, and when he finally realized it, he was like, "Fuck!" Like you know what I'm saying? Like he's already dealing with enough mentally because he finally realized, "Damn, I was clapping some other cheeks, or whatever." But hey,
and gave her a ring. And gave her a ring.
But me personally, I feel like when she came in there with that dress on, not the Starlight suit, but the dress, I was like, that's a little odd. That's a bit much for me to be. And but at the time, us as the audience, we know that it's not her. So but at the same time, like Hugh, she don't be walking around in dresses like that, right? She don't be doing that. But then once they found out, him and Mother's Milk, one of the best acted scenes of this season when they were trying to, she was like, "What is it?" in their faces, and they're like, nothing, and it's just like it's a funny scenario, and then she commences to murking all of their asses in that bunker or whatever. So
yep.
All right, man, let's move over to something else that we we sort of like to talk about, some House of the Dragon. Man, first
tell me how you feel, man. Tell me how you feel.
What's up?
Tell me how you feel. House of the Dragon. Come on.
Yeah, man. No, it's good. It's good. It's I feel personally as a viewer, as a fan, that there's a lot they got to tell in these last 2 episodes. There's a lot, and it seems as though they're not wrapping anything up, getting closer to it. They're just bringing new lines in there. And I'm like, okay, I trust you guys because you have a history of being able to handle a lot of shit at the end of a season because I've seen it before. Battle of the Bastards. That episode is people. The beginning of that episode starts at a whole nother place, and it's like trying to remember that episode. Like, is it? Oh, no, wait a minute. The first 20 minutes of the episode is elsewhere. It's not even at the Battle of the Bastards. So so they can handle several different storylines coming into one. But man, Rhaenyra bounced.
Yep,
She was like, I'm out. I'm about to go handle this business. She found herself another companion. So I like to see what's going to happen with that when Daemon gets back. If he is, Daemon he's been out there hallucinating the castle, man, for like 4 episodes, bro.
He has. My boy out there kind of just losing it.
He said you don't watch House, but you have seen it. Man, it was a nice kiss scene, man. It was nice. I'm now after that, in particular. I mean, I'm on board with old girl, but I'm like, wait, now is she gonna betray Rhaenyra 2 seasons down the line? What's good? See, I ain't never read the book, so I have no idea what that character's motivations are. Obviously, she seems as though she's there to help as of now, but we know this is Game of Thrones and fucking, it down the line she might, do whatever. Dude.
Yeah, it's all about the betrayal in the show.
Yeah, the night got cooked, bro. And he was not the rider that the dragon was looking for. That shit was dead. And I thought he was gonna make it because like the dragon, Sea Smoke got down on the side and like put her wing down for him to climb up. And I was like, what? I wonder if it was he took too long or he was too scared to get on there or what?
I don't know. Yes, Stefan, or I think that's how you pronounce it. Stefan.
Yeah.
Was his name? Yeah. Yeah, he was convinced. Hey, man, you got some Targaryen ancestry, so you should be good to go. Go on, Sea Smoke. It's all about you. Got this. Don't worry. We're right here. And it literally looked like even Sea Smoke looked like, yeah, go ahead. I accept you as my rider. And then as he was like, oh, okay, I did it. Everyone, are you proud of me? And then next thing you know, he got cooked. He got cooked big time.
Straight cook.
Yeah.
So what'd you think about it, man?
But yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it feels like the last 2 episodes, so this one and obviously episode 5, it just feels like, because we had that battle sequence in, was it episode 4, right? It was at the end, and if we knew episode 5 was going to kind of be the consequences, the follow-up to what had just happened. So I think we and the fans expected that, especially from a Game of Thrones verse, so to speak. That's typically what happens. Some big event happens. The next episode is the consequences of the event. It kind of just keeps setting something else up. And it felt like it was just a continuation of episode 5, where we're still trying to give more narrative than anything else, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Game of Thrones wasn't just every episode action-packed, but it did feel like every episode did have some level of action or something in it that you knew there were going to be consequences either within the same episode or right at the very beginning of the next one. And this one didn't feel like it. To your point, it's like, guys, you got 2 episodes left. You better bring it the last 2 episodes, almost the entire episode, because it feels like there's so much unsaid, not tied off, however you want to put it, that and this was my worry. And it's always my worry with the TV series that only does very small number of episodes, is they start off good, they take a big dip or a slow dip, and it's narrative, and then we feel like we're getting to the end, and then it's a rush. The story's rushed, the sequences are rushed, they're constantly jumping from character to character, and then you not that you get lost, but you're like, well, what happened to all that development you guys did? What happened? You put all that time and effort into this character. Now either you just killed them off within the first 2 minutes, or you just forgot about the character altogether, and they just kind of disappeared. So I'm hoping that's not the case, because the way I felt they kind of geared this season up is it was going to be a lot more. You see a lot more of the dragons' involvement in this battle between Black and Green, and we've only seen a very small snippet of that thus far. And they keep and I know you watch it at the end of each episode. They do the trailer, obviously the teaser trailer, but they also do like the actors and actresses, along with either the writer, director. They kind of do this behind the scenes. Their take on some more deep diving into the episode. And every time if you watch those, and to anyone that's watching this, watch those, and it almost feels like they're talking about something completely different than what I'm watching. Sometimes,
sometimes.
Because then they're like, well, wait till you see this next episode, you're gonna see all this, that. And then you feel like, well, I didn't see that. I mean, I see what you're saying as far as character development, but as far as all these other things that you keep hyping up, where are those things that you're hyping up? Because I'm not seeing it. So to your point, they got to bring it these last 2 episodes, because if they don't, I think I think it's going to be kind of like the last season of Game of Thrones, right? You're going to start getting this backlash of, have you guys just kind of run out of ideas already? Only 2 seasons in, where you're kind of just, it's like a throwaway, right? So
yeah. No, I mean,
I'm still enjoying it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. No, I am as well. Yeah.
I just really hope the last 2 episodes are not rushed.
It's almost like so far what they've given us this season has been like on point, but you have to put a nice bow on top of it at the end to sort of, you know what I'm saying? Because if the bow you put on it isn't so, I don't expect them to wrap everything up in this. Yeah. Because they're going to do 5 seasons, I think, is what they've already said. So, still they have a lot. There's we you know, at Harrenhal, what's gonna happen there when it comes to sort of how that entire situation is going to turn out. I'm trying to remember shit. That shit. I've been watching it twice, and it's like I have so much running through my mind right now.
Yeah. Well, and my biggest thing is, I mean, to your point you made a few minutes ago about Damon, right? I mean, Damon's been out there for 4 episodes, and it seems like now the main focus is his hallucinations, right?
Yeah.
And rightfully so. I mean, I see where they're going with the character, but I feel that's where, as I was talking about, maybe like a throwaway. It seems like now, hey, let's just take Damon. He's around for the first episode or 2. Let's just seclude him, and let's just do this with this character. Right? Again, and this is coming from someone who hasn't read the book, so I have no point of reference to what might be driving this, towards the end. But I have a feeling, again, being the Game of Thrones verse. My boy's gonna get it. He's gonna die at some point. I just know it's gonna happen. I've already prepared myself for it. I mean, that's my favorite character. I don't want to see it happen, but I have a bad feeling he's going down in one of the next 2 episodes, and he won't see a season 3. I have a bad feeling because
I hope not.
He's losing it a little bit in this last episode. And I have a feeling it's gonna happen, but it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, I'm just gonna keep hope that he can make it through. If A-Train can make it through, the boys, and MVP can make it, Damon's got to make it.
Damon Targaryen can make it to the. There was a baby dragon in this episode when it's sort of this camera shot that kind of went through where the kids were playing at
on the floor. Correct.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember, dude. Shit. There was something I had right on the tip of my tongue that I want to talk about from this one. Fuck, I can't remember. I had it right there, and I was like, damn it, what was it? Shit, I'm drawing a blank right now, man. I am drawing.
It's all good.
Let me see. Let's do this real quick. Let's see.
So just a quick update for everyone. T-minus 12 minutes, 27 seconds for the Joker trailer dropped. In case anyone else is wondering.
We got some. I'll say this: we got some. Let's jump into this real quick before this Joker trailer drops. Obviously, the main reason why I'm doing the show today as opposed to yesterday morning was because Zack Snyder on Sunday was like, "Yo, I'm put this trailer out tomorrow." Not knowing Zack, and I know he normally drops shit at 9 a.m. Pacific time, so I knew it would be noon my time. I was asleep when the trailer dropped yesterday. So, hey man, let's take a look at this Rebel Moon sort of director's cut trailer. I only seen it once. I was telling you before we started that I only watched it once yesterday. I was like, okay. I'm gonna try to shy away from watching this thing. It was dope. Nice and bloody. Exactly how I like to fucking see it. But where was it? Oh, the red band, bro. We about to get what we got? We ain't got much longer, but a little bit over a week, and we're gonna be watching this.
Yep.
On Netflix. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you hadn't seen it yet, here it is. I'm pretty sure you guys watched it yesterday. He dropped the director's cut, the R-rated Rebel Moon.
Just real quick before you start, this is strictly just the first. I just want to be clear even for myself. This is strictly just on the first film, right?
I saw somebody had made this thing where it was like some of the shots were from the second movie.
That's what I thought too. Okay.
Yeah. No, because the first time I watched it, I hadn't seen. Well, and also because I hadn't read the novelization, the second one, just the first one. So like, obviously some of that stuff is not going to come yet. But I think they're both releasing the same day, right?
Yeah, they're both releasing the same day. Because when I saw this trailer, I thought, is this meant to cover both films or just the first? Because I thought to myself, oh, are we gonna get another trailer for the second one? But then to your point, it might just kind of cover both. So
yeah. All right, check it out, y'all. Red Band. Let's go. Hey, let me know if you hear turn this up.
Go dig my grave.
I like this song choice.
Wide and deep.
Nipples on the robot, bro.
At my head and feet.
That part of the trailer, we'll get.
And on my breast, a snow white dove, to tell this world that I died for love.
I got a feeling people really gonna hate Noble after this.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's not white.
At least I die on the side of honor.
Is there still such a thing?
Yo.
Their wrath will be my vengeance.
Yeah, so that's incredible.
Yeah.
I just noticed something. Hold on, let me see if I can get it right on there. This is where's it at? Dude, they weren't putting bones in those boilers, were they, in the first one?
Yo, you didn't,
I just noticed that on this
watch.
Oh, yeah? The bones going in the fucking boiler to keep the ship running. That is in fucking insane, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, this is obviously a step up just from this watching it. Just watching, just seeing blood splatter. Dark shit be damned. I like to watch the blood splatter and some battle shit. But first off, nipples on the robot. Let's go.
My hope is the next scene right after this. I think, right here, when we see Nemesis. This shouldn't be a spoiler for anybody. We know she died in the original.
Yeah.
I'm hoping because that was my favorite character. And I was not thrilled that she died. That was my favorite character. So I'm hoping she has a bigger role in this cut.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So we get more of her. And then obviously when we saw more of Jimmy in this trailer, which is I think everyone's favorite. But we knew Jimmy. So in the original cut, there was that scene after the battle where he had blood on his head. Antlers were broken off, and everyone speculated at that point, well, did he use that for something? And and right here in the trailer, we see him literally breaking them off and using it to stab.
He stabbed and then he flipped it in his hand. Oh, come on, bro! Those kind of details when it comes to like just how small that was fucking. And then these guys, we really didn't get much of these guys, and they were advertised greatly before the movies came out. Remember in the Brazil show that they did, they brought them on stage, and we really didn't get any sort of. We saw them in the movie, and there was some dialogue there or whatever, but we really didn't get like
They weren't like a major. They didn't play a major role in the story, but right here, I mean, this was like a totally different or totally new scene that they could be playing into. So
man, they look fucking terrifying, bro.
I think the only other character I'm thinking if we'll see more of is Kai, because if you remember in the first trailer, we all thought Kai was a good guy, because especially when he kind of does that he blows that kiss. We never knew at that point what that meant, right? Until we saw the movie, and they were like, oh, that was when he betrayed everybody, and we found out. So, I mean, obviously, we know that won't change. We know he'll still betray them, but I'm wondering again if his part for Charlie Hunnam is a little bit larger.
I think everybody's going to get a little bit of expanded stuff. I mean, I don't think it's going to be to the extent where we're like Kai's going to be good in this one. Nah,
no.
I think he's still good. First time I watched this trailer, that thing standing up fucking blew my head off. Like literally, I was like, "Whoa, wait! This thing does this?" Because like you saw how minimal it was used in the first. You know what I'm talking about, the first movie, and to see this, the teardrop and all of that shit. And obviously, you got one of those fucking guardsmen or whatever, dude.
Yeah, the trailer was. I mean, and there were some scenes, especially in the barn. When so if you remember in the first one, it would have been at the beginning in the barn where the girl that was raised on the farm, she killed one of the soldiers that was there. Yeah. And in the original cut, we see that happen, and we see the scene cut away from the soldier getting killed. And I think that was one of those scenes where everyone knew there's gotta be more to this scene that we're not seeing. And this trailer showed that, where we actually see him, like his head gets blown up or what have you. So there are, I mean, we're seeing a lot of new stuff in this trailer that wasn't in the original cut, but even the scenes that we have seen, we are seeing them expanded a bit, where we are seeing the things that we knew were happening, but now we finally get to see it, which is good.
Yeah, no, I think especially when you're talking about that scene in the barn, like yes. When she first goes off and starts murking dudes, some of the rounds she was blasting off, like those brains are coming out of it. Yeah, because you could just tell just the way she shot some of those dudes.
Because in that scene in the trailer, if you pause at the right moment, you'll see when the shot, you see his eyeball come flying towards the screen.
Somebody, I didn't catch it when I saw it, but I know somebody had like screenshotted that perfect fucking time when that happened. Yeah, this is just
this is dope.
You know what? One thing that I noticed, I think I noticed it the most, and when Darkseid gets the axe to the shoulder from in Zack Snyder's Justice League, dude, they do blood really well as far as like CG blood, like the way it spills and splatters and shit. Because like you remember when Darkseid catches that axe, and he's bleeding the whole time. They're dragging him into this. That shit looks real, and it looks really good the way that they've sort of, I guess, composited the blood and stuff like that. So, like, I think all of this shit is just
even what they did for 300, right? So, I mean, this type of blood or kill, so to speak. I mean, it definitely even goes back as far as even 300 when we saw some of those kills.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. There's Jim. Yeah, Jimmy's looking good in this cut. I'm glad we're seeing more of his involvement too.
Yeah, the assassination attempt is probably going to be way more. Dude, they cut her.
Yeah, right here. Yeah,
yes,
that definitely was not. It was not in the first.
Definitely not in the fucking movie, dude. I was like, boy, they really fucking murked him. Like, it was a grimy scene the first go around. Now it's really going to be bad.
It's definitely going to be increased.
Judging from. And obviously, I seen a little bit more blood when they were stabbing what's his name in the back. But and then you see this, man. What is it gonna get? I wonder how much more it's gonna get when it comes to the daughter. Because she goes right after this. So I wonder what that scene, if it's gonna be similar or.
Oh yeah,
this is Jimmy
doing his thing.
Yeah, again them bones. Belisarius. This is. Yeah, this is what everybody's waiting on, because if you read this scene in that book, it's pretty fucking let's just say Noble's out here getting his cheeks clapped by this whole serpent or whatever the fuck it is. That basically this is
right here. Yeah, this is it. This is the scene.
Yeah. Whatever that creature is.
Whatever that is. Yeah.
Rip somebody in half, a la fucking President or Vice President Newman when she got,
she got ripped in half too. Yep.
And then somebody put a video together earlier where it was like her, and then it showed Deadpool getting ripped in half from by Juggernaut and Deadpool 2 or whatever. So yeah. Deer, hey,
oh, there it is. There's the deer antler right there.
Hold on, let me go back a little bit. I gotta see it.
Flips it around like that. Yeah.
Jimmy out here working cats, bro.
Yep. He is. I mean, and look at that blood right there.
Yeah,
we know it's fake, but if you look at that compared to other CGI, I mean, that looks almost very real. And
it's not. It's the look of it, but it's more so the way it moves in action when you see it. It looks natural. You know what I'm saying? So no. And obviously we got some real clapping going on up in here. He did say it's gonna be plenty of sex, so y'all be prepared for that shit when it come out. Let's see. At least I'll die on the side of it. Yeah, no, this is obviously you got what's obviously
right here. Yeah, this is the scene. That was the scene right there.
Which
maybe a little bit further back. Right here. That's the barn scene I was talking. Is it this one?
Yeah, hold on.
That right here. This is the barn scene because you see her right in the background. So when we saw this in the original cut, we knew she was shooting him and killing him, but and we thought, no, there's got to be. This is Zack Snyder. There's got to be more to this scene that we're not seeing as far as how this guy is gonna, actually meeting his demise. And now we're finally seeing it. So yeah, this was the one I was talking about.
Yeah, so that was dope. Obviously, you got the princess. Let's see. Yeah, this. I was not expecting that shit by any stretch of the imagination. So like, I was like, yo, what? That's dope. So like, I think that's probably almost the most intriguing thing that I've seen in this trailer so far, as far as like things I'm looking forward to being explained when I finally get to watch the movies. That is cool because he gave you no even inkling of the fact that this thing could even move.
Correct.
In the first movie, right? So, or in the I'll call it the theatrical cuts because that's basically what it is. So yeah. And then look, she knocks off the cannon or whatever the fuck that shit is on their arm. Bruh.
I'm hoping. I mean, a lot of people were not too impressed or too invested in the first cut.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping this kind of changes some people's mind.
No, I do too. Yeah, I think it's always good because I mean, look, we're fans of Zach's work and shit, and I thought the first two were pretty fucking good. And knowing that these two were coming and they're probably going to be exponentially better, just because I like to watch people's fucking heads explode. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It just is. See what I'm saying? So like I expected them to be. So I do hope so because I ain't gonna lie. I've come across people that have said that like they got 20 minutes into the second one and stopped watching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, that's a fucking shame because that shit was good, man. So, but at the same time, if that's not your bag, it's just not your fucking bag. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like, I can understand that, but I would like to, it would really be cool to have people say, dude, I didn't like the first one, but holy shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Because I have zero doubt in my mind, I'm going to think this movie's fucking.
Yeah, just based on what we've seen.
Yeah, just based on what we've seen so far. Yeah. So what we got, man? What we looking at on that Joker trailer?
It's already dropped, man. Drop 3 minutes. Go.
All right. We're about to get into it. Let me
let's do this.
All right, y'all. I told y'all when the show started, the Joker trailer was supposed to drop. We're gonna check out this Folie à Deux trailer. Let me pop this on there. Like, oh shoot, did I knock that out?
Like one of 3 movies I've been waiting for all year for. And you have no I want so anyone that knows me and has watched like the 4 Nerds when I go on that show, they know I probably either listen or watch this movie 2 or 3 times a day, easy. And I know that probably people are like, man, you got a problem if you're watching this or listening to it the first one 2 or 3 times a day. But I mean, the first one is just one of my favorite movies of all time. Easily.
Oh no, no, it was, and it was sort of what I expected. I'll never forget that dude and his daughter, young ass girl, getting up and leaving out of that thing, like right after he beats that dude up in the apartment. I was like, you shouldn't have been in here in the first. Like you would literally told you this is not a kid's movie. Right, like you know what I'm saying. So like, it was insane. Let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, it played fresh off the okay, I got it. I gotta go back now. It played fresh off of the feed. It did. Hold on, let me see. Did they not put it out there by itself? Hold
on. Let me find it for you real quick.
Yeah, see if you can, because I'm on YouTube right now and it's.
You want it on YouTube or you want it off of X?
It'd be easier off YouTube. Oh, here it is. I got it.
Okay,
yeah. Okay. Ooh, 2 years ago. It's going down. All right, y'all. Yo, about to end the show out with a bang. Like I saw this was coming. I was like, yo, this is gonna be a perfect ending to the show. So if you guys hadn't seen it yet, Joker Folie à Deux official. I guess this is the first official trailer. That last one was a teaser. Let's
go. Almost 3 minutes.
2 years ago, the name Arthur Fleck hit Gotham like a hurricane.
The trial of the century.
They believe Arthur Fleck to be some kind of martyr. Well, he's not. There's a monster.
When you're smiling,
When I first saw Joker, when I saw you,
the whole world smiles with you.
For once in my life, I didn't feel so alone anymore.
When you're
already incredible.
When you're laughing, the sun comes shining. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me.
How about you, Arthur? Do you still think you're a star?
Showtime. The whole world smiles.
Oh, Sinatra, let's go.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want.
The sun comes.
You're Joker.
Look around. Look at all these people.
Bring on.
I will no longer allow any of you
So stop your sighing.
to keep me down.
Be happy again.
I got the sneaking suspicion that we're not giving the people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Yeah. Come on, get happy. Ready for the judgment day.
Let's go. I'm all in.
Yeah.
No one's gonna convince me otherwise.
Oh, that shit was dope,
Let's
man.
go.
Yeah, we
Let's go.
Mother Monsters here. You talking about Lady Gaga? Yeah, dude. My favorite look of her so far from this, it was her walking up the steps, sort of that, like the makeup, the way it like clashes off of the outfit she's wearing. Man, that look. The first one, obviously, you the first one gets announced, and then you Joaquin Phoenix, great actor, love Joaquin Phoenix, and then it comes out, and you're like, yo, there's no Batman, there's no none of, and so you don't know what really to expect from that movie, and then all of a sudden you get like this fucking tour de force, like perfectly made sort of film, you know what I'm saying, about the, you know what I'm saying, like about the Joker, and you're like, that movie was perfect. I didn't find any flaws in it. Everybody acted perfectly. Todd Phillips did his thing. Everything was good, and so obviously that's one of those movies, and it's been talked about greatly because I said it a billion times. Why are we doing a sequel, right? You know what I'm saying? You see, because the first one was so perfect, bro. It was like so perfect. But then Lady Gaga gets cast, and like, okay. Well, let's see. You see a couple things from it, and obviously we got the teaser just a little bit ago, that sort of rocked your shit because you was like, oh, this shit is fucking. They, you know, say they going. They're going all feet forward for this one. So
yeah, and I'm glad and I'm glad in this one, it being, to your point earlier, is the first official trailer that we got to see the musical aspect of it that they've been talking about for so long. So we got to see some of that. So now I think our expectations on how that's going to play out, I think are starting to be there. There was a bit in there, of course, it's just being my first of many viewings of this trailer. Easily will be first of many viewings where we actually see the where he was arrested from the previous film. So at the previous film, where we see him arrested, the ambulance hits the car, they drag him out, he's on top of the car. Then it cuts right to the hospital. But what they showed there was he was still in his makeup, and it almost, and I'm not sure if this is the case, but it almost looks like that they're trying to say this is when he was either recaptured or something and taken to jail. So that time between he's on the car and in the hospital, that gap of time, we may have seen it here where he's actually being brought in because he's in his makeup where it's all messed up. So that might have been that same night, and we're now seeing that gap of time filled, so to speak. But
I love this right here that he's got he's got his fans outside of the. He's like, yeah, let's go. Like I like that so much. It's
man, I'm gonna say this and clip it. I'm looking more forward to this than Deadpool Wolverine. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But it looks good. It looks as though
and I'm so glad they kept the aesthetic of the environment from the first one, right? It has just that tone that they kept. And one thing that in the first teaser trailer where we see a blonde standing outside right here in the first teaser trailer, we see there's a different point of view we see here where we see a blonde just standing outside looking in the window. And it was always my thought that was her outside, and now we know it is her because
right here,
broken. She takes a TV and walks away. There's reflection. So which begs the question: where is this happening during the riots of part one? At the end, because she's not. I mean, she wouldn't be out and about if she's a patient, and unless she. And again, my other theory is she even a patient? Is she a doctor at the beginning, portraying to be a patient to get closer to her patients, and then over time, as a joke, as Arthur Fleck shows up, she starts to turn in from Harleen to Harley. Right. So there's still a lot of unknowns, but I'm definitely looking forward to this.
And also it sort of, this is, I ain't gonna say a totally different tone from the teaser, but this paints a different picture of what the movie's gonna be because obviously the teaser, you got the little stuff, the little back and forth eye contact, and then of course the I love that scene or just the little shot of Lady Gaga doing that, and we got that in the first one. This one paints the picture bigger, but also like I don't know what I thought was going to happen with this movie from the teaser, but this one gave me a bit of a different. I mean, obviously,
and the weight and if that's truly him again, that's not CGI. I mean, homie lost all the weight for the first film. He put all the weight back on,
because
and then dropped it all
Napoleon,
again.
No, Napoleon and a few other films too.
I remember him saying at first film he was nothing but cigarettes and an apple a day. That's how he dropped so much weight and so quickly.
Dude said, "You still think you're a star?" Gotham. That looks. I think a lot of they do a lot of Gotham. I know shooting in Pittsburgh for sure because they did the Dark Knight Returns. As far as the Dark Knight Rises, I know Nolan shot a lot of this stuff in Pittsburgh. I know Zach did too, is with BVS, like Capitol Building, that famous scene with Superman or whatever. I can't really tell if that's like the same sort of where they are, but there was something in here I saw that looked like another one of the movies for Gotham. Oh no, it was at the beginning. It was the bridge. You know how a lot of times they always have Gotham with the bridges and like you saw. The Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises,
so that you couldn't get in or out. So that could still be, is that New York? I can't really tell, man. They might have just added that in there because you see some more piers right here coming off or whatever.
Yeah, because those look like ambulances or cop cars that were traveling into the city on that bridge. But unless that's the prison right there.
I'm trying to get this shot. Where the fuck is that?
Yeah, this looks good though. Yeah, so this is the scene I'm talking about. So I don't know.
Oh yeah.
So I don't, and now that we're seeing it again, his if you see his makeup and his hair now that I'm seeing this just as a still shot, I don't believe that. Now this here, this is what right here is what I'm talking about. The one we just saw where he still has his jacket on and everything. I'm wondering if that is from when he was, because he's in a court scene and he's dressed like Joker again. So that could be that aspect. This one, I don't know. I mean, we'll obviously find out when the film comes out, but
it will.
From that gap in the first film, or if this is after something has happened in the second film from that court sequence. So
I'm eager. The court sequence, they letting him talk. Is he being his own counsel?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That scene was pretty intriguing.
That scene there where she's right here where she's putting the smile, because that's in the court as well.
You see the documents here. You see all the stuff. Yeah.
And someone's laying down on the table, so either they're dead, and they could be dead, because if she's smearing blood on her face, she could just
she could have did. Yeah. So he said, look around, look at all these people. So he's again, like I said, he's in court. Like, yo, what is good?
Yeah.
And I can't remember Gleason, that Gleason actor right there. I didn't know he was in this.
I didn't either. Yeah, until we saw him outside making that statement.
Yeah. Let's see, Sinatra.
Yeah, Sinatra.
The music choice is dope.
Yes.
So far, once they said it was going to have sort of a musical vibe to it, there's going to be some of that. I thought everything that I've heard so far has been pretty fucking dope. As far as I'm down with all of this. It all seems to fit the. And I'm sure they're going to throw something in there that you might not think will fit, but it will, because Phillips knows how to sort of put that. Just from stuff that you saw sort of just put into the first movie that you might have thought outside might not fit, but it just does. She looks
in the elevator as well.
Yeah. She looks great. Harley Quinn.
They're giving her a lot of different looks too. So far too.
Yeah, they are. And you
trailer.
See the audience. Dude, where's that one? The one shot that got me in this whole one was when he hit that dude in the head with that mallet, bro.
Oh, it was in the court. He hit the head with the mallet. Yeah.
Yo, this is the one. Those what they called it in in the Dark Knight trilogy. The the people who used to dress up like Batman and try to fight crime. So is this one of those with the Joker is sort of like
trying to do the same?
Yeah. Because I thought that was him. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, because I think the next scene he's being chased by 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, and one of them gets fucking smashed by.
By a car.
Boom! Right there. Yeah. This scene is reminiscent too, man. Remember the scene, him running up the street, sort of not from cops or whatever, but like from those dudes that were trying to sort of like mess with his little sign or whatever.
Oh yeah, so when he was chasing the kids that stole his sign and ended up jumping him in the alleyway. Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, right here.
Oh man. Yeah, that's I don't think it's gonna be. Not saying they won't have one, but I swear to God, one of the best scenes, most shocking and most graphic and sort of well put together. When he shot Robert De Niro's character in the fucking first one, that was so dope, dude. It was like real sudden and just crazy as hell and just wow. So I don't know if this is going to be something similar to that, but this is. Let me go back and watch it again. It's insane. Dude, he hit a dude in the head with a mallet, bro. It was a gavel too. It wasn't.
It was like a oversized gavel.
Yeah. Because the first time I thought, well, it was. Wait a minute, was that one of fucking Harley's fucking? She carries the big mallet.
Mallet, yeah.
Yeah, we eating in November, bro. Yeah. We're eating pretty good for the rest of the year, I think, movie wise, as far as what I'm saying.
This is gonna be a multiple viewing in theaters for me.
Hey. Look at the look back. Look at the look back, bro.
The look back. Yeah, the look back. There it is. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
All right. Hey, that was dope though, man. That was a good thing to wrap the show off on. Absolutely. Right there. I am I'm gonna watch it a few more times. By a few, I mean like 20 after we get done here and shit. I'm sure you're gonna do the same.
Oh man, I'm gonna pick this.
Yeah. Gotta find the details, man. Gotta check it out because it's they put them in there for us to find. So let's do that. So, but anyway, great show, man. Great show as always, man. Again, apologies for not going yesterday, but when I found out that the Rebel Moon trailer was coming, I kind of wanted to break it down with Sean, go through it a little bit inside, watch it on the show as opposed to wait until this Friday because by the time Friday, there's gonna be a lot, man. I'll probably we'll talk after we get done here, but yeah, man, great show. I am looking forward to this. You know what I'm saying? November is gonna be fucking. We're getting us some goodies.
2 years for the boys is gonna be rough. This next few months is gonna be rough. Waiting for this to drop.
It is 2 years for the boys, man. I try not to think about it. As a matter of fact, after I'm done here, I ain't gonna think about it no more. Dude, I did hear where the newest thing I heard with the boys was that they might start filming before the year's out.
I heard that,
which is good news. Good news because, like I said, it's not. The boys isn't, it's not Game of Thrones where one episode costs $100 million or whatever. Correct. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think it's a more manageable thing than that. So I feel like if they start shooting this year, maybe by Christmas at the end of next year we get it instead of having to wait till summer of 20. But I do Gen V next year for sure. They ain't coming back till next year because they had the actor die and stuff like that. So they had to put the show on hold for a little bit. Because I think they wanted to be further along with Gen V before this season of The Boys came out because, you know what I'm saying, just for reasons. And they weren't able to get to that point because they shut production down or whatever. So, man, good show, bro. I appreciate you as always coming on, man. And
always enjoy.
Hey, you guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Love you guys, man. This has been great. Obviously, if you hit the show later after the live, just post what you thought about the trailers in the comments, man. What you think gonna happen? Tell me how mad you are that we gotta wait 2 years for the fucking boys to come back and shit.
And then tell us how excited you are for Joker.
Yeah. Tell us how excited. Yeah. How many tickets? Nah, the tickets ain't went on sale yet for Joker. No.
Oh no, believe me, you and I will be talking about that once they do, because I'll be telling you I got my tickets.
Yeah, man. Hey, and if you are so inclined, yes, hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already. I go live here every Monday and Friday morning, about 8 p.m. Eastern time. But went today, Tuesday, because reasons, which worked out well because the Joker trailer. We just got to watch that shit and go crazy over it for a little bit. So, good shit there. As always, my homie Sean, I appreciate you, man, coming on the show. As always, everybody out there who watches, I appreciate y'all, and we shall see you guys. Oh, also Friday, I'll be giving spoiler free. I ain't giving no Deadpool Wolverine spoilers on Friday, but I will be seeing it Thursday evening. So I'll just give the gist of it, what I thought or whatever. And see y'all then. Until then, you guys take it easy.